Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon. Christian Siriano blasts Housewives for being cheap. Fashion icon Christian Siriano has been stylist the hottest stars for years, including several of Bravo's Real Housewives. The designer, though, just revealed why people shouldn't expect to see housewives wearing his works as often anymore. Read on to find out what happened. Christian Siriano shades the housewives. This situation all started when Christian was a guest on Watch What Happens Live. During his segment, Andy Cohen asked him about his experience working with housewives. Shockingly, Siriano claimed that working with them is no longer his top priority because they allegedly don't pay for their clothes. At a later time, the designer further went in on the elite group of women, implying that they are cheap and looking for handouts. "A lot of people like free clothes, and not everyone needs free clothes," he quipped. For reference, his former Bravo clients include RHONY's Bethany Frankel and RHOC star Heather Dubrow. None of the housewives have responded to his accusatory comments just yet. The only housewife who pays, Christian did elaborate that not every single housewife has stiffed him on the bill. In fact, there's one reality TV star that he applauds for always paying for his services. The only housewife who pays, according to Siriano, is none other than Bronwyn Newport. She is one of the new cast members of RHOSLC Season 5. He even went as far as calling Newport his #1 customer, thanking her for consistently paying for his work over the years. The designer created Bronwyn's first confessional look for the premiere of the 5th season, and based on his statements, fans can probably expect her to be showing off more of his looks in the future. It's clear that Newport takes fashion very seriously, as she's gained a large online presence for being a fashion influencer and flaunting her style on IG. RHOSLC give props to Bronwyn. Season 5 of RHOSLC is only a few episodes in, so it's going to take some time for viewers to gain an honest opinion of Bronwyn, especially since she's one of 3 new housewives making their debut this season. That being said, this Siriano shout-out might have given her fast-track approval among fans. In a Reddit thread, RHOSLC viewers gave their support to the newbie for doing the right thing by paying for Christian's clothes. Here are a few of the comments. "Good for you, Bronwyn. Great way to make an entrance, with real money and wealth. Another reason to love Bronwyn, she's so great thus far. Credit where credit is due." In the world of fashion, Christian Siriano is a name that stands tall. His iconic designs have graced the red carpets of the Oscars, the Met Gala, and countless A-list events. Known for his bold, inclusive approach to fashion, Siriano has long been an advocate for body positivity, diversity, and high-quality craftsmanship. But recently, the designer had some pointed words for a particular group of people who, in his eyes, are falling short of the standards he holds dear. The stars of reality TV's most infamous franchise, The Real Housewives. Siriano, known for his witty yet unapologetic persona, didn't hold back when he called out the housewives for being, in his words, cheap. But what exactly does that mean in the high-stakes world of luxury fashion? A designer's scathing critique. The Real Housewives franchise, known for its extravagant lifestyles, flashy wardrobes, and larger-than-life personalities, has long been associated with wealth, luxury, and drama. The women on these shows spend lavishly on homes, cars, and of course, fashion, often sporting designer labels and accessorizing with diamonds, heels, and handbags that cost more than a modest car. However, Siriano's critique seems to suggest that the outward displays of wealth don't necessarily match the level of taste or authenticity that true fashion lovers, including himself, value. In a world where fast fashion is rampant and the line between authenticity and mere branding is blurry, Siriano's comments strike a chord. The housewives, in Siriano's view, are not contributing to the world of fashion in a meaningful way. Instead, they're playing dress-up in expensive clothes, missing the substance behind style. His claim? Many of these reality stars don't invest in quality, and worse, they don't seem to care about the artistry or craftsmanship behind the fashion they flaunt. Behind the glitz, fashion's values. To understand why Siriano's words might sting, it's important to delve into his values as a designer. From the very beginning of his career, Siriano has been about more than just clothes. He emerged on Project Runway with an eye for creating garments that are as bold as they are beautiful, paying special attention to detail, fit, and the emotional power fashion can hold. Siriano has never been about cheap, and not just in terms of price. He's about artistry, integrity, and pushing fashion forward. His designs have dressed everyone from Michelle Obama to Lizzo to Taylor Swift, making Siriano one of the most sought-after designers in Hollywood. But his dedication goes beyond his clientele. Siriano is also a champion for inclusivity in fashion, designing for all body types, ethnicities, and gender identities. He has famously said that fashion should be for everyone, not just the elite few who fit into sample sizes or traditional beauty standards. In calling out the housewives, Siriano may not be targeting their wealth, but rather their lack of understanding when it comes to the depth of fashion. For Siriano, it's not just about putting on a designer label, it's about appreciating the craftsmanship and artistry behind it. Is luxury lost on reality TV? Part of Siriano's issue with the housewives might lie in what he perceives as the performance of wealth. On the shows, fashion is often used as a weapon in social standing battles. Who wore it better? Who has the latest bag? Whose dress was the most expensive? But to someone like Siriano, who has built a career on genuine design talent, this superficiality feels like a misuse of the platform that fashion offers. On the surface, the Real Housewives universe is about luxury, but to Siriano, it may look more like a distorted mirror, reflecting only the surface sheen of wealth, without the deeper appreciation for fashion as an art form. The glitz and glamour may be there, but the soul of fashion, the passion, the creativity, the history is often missing. And that, to Siriano, is where they go wrong. Cheap. A broader criticism. When Siriano uses the word cheap, it stings because it cuts deeper than just monetary value. Fashion, at its core, is about expression, identity, and culture. It's about communicating who you are without saying a word. To Siriano, those who engage with fashion purely for the sake of flaunting wealth without understanding or appreciating the craftsmanship are missing the point. In his eyes, that is what truly makes someone cheap. Moreover, Siriano's critique speaks to a larger issue in today's celebrity culture. With the rise of social media influencers and reality TV stars, there's a growing disconnect between authentic artistry and the performative nature of fame. While the Housewives franchise provides endless entertainment and drama, it can sometimes reduce luxury fashion to mere props in their ever-escalating feuds, treating labels like status symbols rather than wearable art. This may be what irks Siriano most, the commercialization and commodification of fashion by people who seem to have little understanding of its deeper meaning. To him, a $10,000 gown is not just a price tag, it's the result of hours of labor, creativity, and skill. When worn without thought or care, it loses its meaning. Defending fashion's integrity, Siriano's comments come from a place of deep respect for fashion. As someone who lives and breathes the industry, he's fiercely protective of its integrity. He knows the painstaking work that goes into creating a garment, from the initial sketch to the final stitch. He knows the sweat and tears that go into making something truly beautiful, and he wants to see that respected. The Housewives, while entertaining and glamorous, may represent to Siriano a form of fashion that is shallow, performative, and transactional. And for a designer who is all about authenticity and artistry, that's a hard pill to swallow. Can the Housewives redeem themselves? Of course, the Housewives are unlikely to lose much sleep over Siriano's critique. Their world of reality TV thrives on drama, and the next headline is always around the corner. But perhaps Siriano's words offer a deeper lesson about the value of fashion beyond the surface. Fashion isn't just about what you wear, it's about how you wear it, why you wear it, and what it says about you. It's about knowing the difference between a trend and a timeless piece, understanding the work behind the seams, and celebrating the art form in a way that's more than skin deep. In the end, Siriano's critique of the Housewives speaks to a broader conversation about the role of fashion in our lives. Is it a tool for self-expression, or just another way to show off? For Siriano, the answer is clear. And for those who can't see it, well, they're missing out on what fashion is truly about.